Hello and welcome to another video. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make Breaky UKG in the style of Kessler, inspired by his Foul Play EP, particularly the track Hood Mentality. The project file, samples and presets are available for a small contribution in the description, although you'll need the Blue Martin Jungle sample pack for the vocal, and that's also linked below for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this video useful, and as always, you can suggest ideas for content in the comments. If you're interested in production lessons or feedback on your tracks, my Patreon is in the description, and you can also email me at ukb.tutorials@gmail.com. Our BPM is 136, and we're in the key of F Phrygian dominant, although in Hood Mentality, I think Kessler uses harmonic minor. First, we have the kick. This isn't necessarily the type of kick you'd hear in UKG, and it's quite tonal in comparison to the more commonly heard 909 style kicks. This tonality is why I've used this EQ to scoop out some of the low mids. If we look at spectrum, we can see that the kick's fundamental is very high, around 80 Hertz, and this is a great way of leaving space for the bass instruments. Next, we have the drums group. For the drums, I was inspired by a combination of Hood Mentality and Lotus. First, we have the main snare. So we have this funky drummer snare and a clap. This approach of layering electronic and acoustic samples is a stylistic element of Kessler's drum programming in Foul Play. Then we have these electronic snares. Kessler uses at least 3 different snares in Hood Mentality, and my recommendation here would be to look for snares that are subtly different from one another. These electronic snares are quite subtle in the mix, but if we mute them, we can hear how they contribute to the overall groove. Then we have the hats. The first hat is an offbeat closed 909 hat, and then the second hat is doing something more syncopated. Then we have the think break group. This is comprised of chops from the think break, and I've used a few different parts of the break because I wanted a couple of different snares and various shouts. Then we have the think break tambourine loop. And this think tambourine one shot. And this is everything together. I've added this free wider plugin to the Think Break group, and this widens the stereo image of the tambourine, which is mostly above 8K. Finally, we have the hot pants break. So we have some chops, which are mostly layered with the main snare on every second beat. Then we have the fill at the end, which I've turned up a little bit in comparison to the chops. As Kessler seems to be influenced by two-step in Hood Mentality, I've applied this two-step groove to all the elements in the drums group to help humanize the perks. If I delete the groove, you can hear how it adds swing. I'd recommend persevering with your two-step style drums until you've added a groove, as these swings can really help elevate the drums. On the drums group, we have saturator, parallel compression, EQ, and reverb via Sende. The reverb for this project is this empty club preset. Next, we have the basses. I've gone for a maximalist approach here, so we have 5 different sounds, but you might only want to use 2 or 3 as Kessler does in the drops for hood mentality. Most of the other tracks on the EP only use 1 bass at a time. First, we have this electro bass. I'll leave a free version of this sound in the description. I've called it an electro bass here as this is the context of the inspiration sound in the track Foul Play, but it's also common in grime and garage. In Massive, we have a square wave taken down by 2 octaves. There's a low pass filter with its cutoff modulated by envelope 1. And there's a good amount of resonance on the filter as well. There's feedback to add dirt and classic tube 2. On the channel, we have an EQ, which is boosting mids and highs, and a second EQ, which is boosting the sub, as the other subs were comparatively more subby than this bass. Next, we have the square bass. We have these jumps of an octave or so. And this is a technique Kessler uses in hood mentality. In Serum, we have a square wave taken down by 2 octaves. There's a low pass filter with the cutoff taken down. And we have mono and glide on always. In the effects, we have distortion. Next, we have this 808. And this is a sample. Then we have the first wobble. This patch uses FM synthesis. Oscillator A is a square wave taken down by 2 octaves with FM from B active, and oscillator B is a sine wave taken down by 1 octave with its level taken down, so we only get the effect of the FM. There's a low pass filter with its cutoff modulated by LFOs 1 and 2. If you're observing the filter's movement, LFO2 uses this rise function, so it takes half a bar to reach the full modulation amount. In the effects, we have hyperdimension to add width, distortion, and EQ boosting highs. Finally, we have the second wobble, which is very similar to the last patch. Here I've legatoed some of the notes so they glide to each other without the filter being re-triggered. So legato is active in Serum. We can see LFO1 is this non-standard shape. And LFO2 has a rate of an 1/8 note as opposed to a quarter note. And the delay parameter is also at a quarter note. The effect setup is identical to the previous patch. On the group, we have saturator, utility monoing below 500 Hz, EQ removing rumble, muddiness and adding highs, glue compressor in parallel, chorus, and a rack with the kick sidechaining the bass frequencies. Reverb is applied via A. Next, we have the effects group. So we have the noise impact, which has a filter with the built-in LFO sweeping the frequencies down. Then we have various one-shots, and I've tried to emulate Kessler's use of glitchy sounds on Lotus and Foul Play, although to a lesser degree. Most of these tracks have echoes. And on the cymbal reverse, we have the wider plugin. On the group, we have a very similar setup to what we had on the bass group. And again, reverb is applied via A. Finally, we have the vocal. On the channel, I've used isotope vinyl for some mild saturation, but I've also used the wear parameter to get rid of some of the high-end noise which is on the sample. Then we have a saturator, EQ, and chorus. There's an echo on stem B, which the vocal is being sent to. I've used a sidechain compressor here, which the vocal will trigger, so when the vocal is louder, it decreases the volume of the echo. This stops the echo from overpowering the vocal. This technique enables me to retain the long echo tail, which helps fill out space in the track, although I'm not sure if Kessler uses this technique in his productions. And that's the video. Please leave any questions in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.